Good morning, everyone. It's Allie at Lois along with Jessica and Carrie. And today we're bringing you a kettlebell workout. All of the exercises are going to be 1 minute. We're going to start with single sets. There are 11 of them. And then we move into 5 complexes, and then we go into some core at the end. We're going to just get a very quick cardio type warm up to get the body warm, and then we're right on the bell. All right, so real simple here, just start with a nice easy jog in place. You can always march it. All we're going to do is kind of get that blood flowing. You check out your arms, kind of like a boxer getting ready to go into the ring. All right, fight that corona. All right, let's go out a little bit wider. Kind of give your hips a little bit of a shift. We're going to start to open up the hips in a moment. All right, so bring the legs to stillness, and we're going to start to wrap the hips open here. So just wrapping open, and then the other side. Go at your own pace with these. Really kind of get those hips moving. Just a few of those. All right, and we're going to do some torso rotation. So we'll just go right, left, just nice and smooth. Again, just getting the blood flowing. Getting ready to get on the bell. We love the kettlebell over here at Lois. All right, and legs are still. Let's take some nice big arm circles forward. Loosen up the shoulders. Nice deep breath. So everything is going to be for a minute, like I said. However, if we're switching sides, it'll be 30-30. And then let's reverse that. Take it back. All right, let's go back to the jog in place. Get the blood moving again. First exercise we're going to start with is going to be a pass around. It's just a nice exercise to kind of get your shoulders warm and your core warm. Everybody drops the bell on this one. Don't worry if you do. Let's go a little bit wider again, that last little hip shake. All right, and we're going to get going. So I'm going to put the timer on, and we're going to grab the bell in our right hand. So we're going classic grip. I'll just review, pass around really quick. Knees are soft, legs at distance, tailbone tucked. Think of pushing your bum out of the way so the bell doesn't hit you behind. We're going to go 30 seconds passing to the right, and then 30 seconds passing to the left. So we can actually start this because this timer is going to go on. 3, 2, 1. Okay, so we have 30 seconds passing to the right. And really, this isn't like a super quick exercise. Just go with whatever your body feels. You want to do is take some nice deep breaths here. Inhaling through the nose, exhaling out of your mouth. And again, so working on some grip strength, getting your wrists, your elbows, and your shoulders warm. Okay, real classic kettlebell exercise. It's also called the Around the World, if you're ever going to Google it as far as form. All right, get ready to switch. 3, 2, and 1, and then we're just going to take the kettlebell over to the left. And you may notice that you have one side, as you can just see, I almost dropped it, one side that is a little bit easier to work with than the other. So again, we have 11 of these single sets, and then we're going to work right into some double up sets, so we call those, these are small complexes, so they're not going to be more than a couple exercises put together, and they'll all be exercises that you'll have done already in the single sets. 3, 2, and 1. So you can hold on to that bell because we're going to head into kettlebell swing next. So for the swing, you want your legs a little bit wider than hip distance so that your forearms can pass through. You want to make sure you keep a nice flat back. It's not a squat, and it's not a shoulder raise. It's a whole body exercise powered by the glutes primarily. 3, 2, 1. So we have 1 full minute of swings here. So one of the great things about swings is that not only does it give you a great butt workout, but it's a great cardiovascular workout. So your heart rate is going to come up. Your body will get nice and warm from this one. If you're swinging the bell too, you want to make sure you're stopping the bell right about chest height, even a little below, right? And that's the classic kettlebell swing. There are some swinging exercises where you do go overhead, but I tend not to do those. Again, so again, the bell is lifted up at the chest by pushing the hips forward, that nice little thrust. Make sure you don't over-exaggerate that and push your hips too far forward. Think of your glutes as stop signs. So every single time you come to that abrupt stop right at the top. Right, with the brakes on. 15 seconds to go. All right, feel your heart rate coming up. Use your exhale at the top. Really blow it out. Don't be afraid to make noise in the kettlebell class. 3, 2, and 1. All right, we're going to put the bell down to change our grip. So we're going into a horn grip for halos. So we're going to reach down, grab the bell by the horns, keep your pinky fingers close to the bell itself, bring the legs in hip distance. We're going to do alternating halos. back and chest as well. So it's a whole torso movement. We're not just powering this by the shoulders, right? So you're gonna feel too, like when you're pushing it around, that your rib cage almost stretches in the opposite direction of the circle. So for example, if I'm gonna halo my kettlebell over to the right, I'm gonna push my rib cage a little to the left to start that. And you're really activating those abs too. All right, so we're a little over halfway there. Good, inhale through your nose. Exhale when the bell comes back to the chest. So we inhale on the way around, and exhale when it comes to the top of the chest. Right? The harder you can exhale to, the more forcefully you can do that, the more you engage your diaphragm, work this abs a little bit more. All right, and we are done with that one. Okay, we're heading into a deep squat, so we're gonna go back to the classic grip. You can take your legs out a little bit wider, turn your toes out. Your shoulders are naturally gonna rotate a little forward, and that's okay. Just don't let the belt pull you forward. Keep your chest up. So we have 1 full minute of these on 3, 2, 1. These are gonna go by quick because we only have a 20-second break in between each minute of work. So really keeping the heart rate up. So again, depends on the flexibility you have in your hips. I have a little bit of a turnout in my feet on these, just because it's a little easier on my hips and keeping my feet square, but you do you. Okay, keep the belly in. And just remember, you are controlling the belly, it's not controlling you. So if you feel like it's pulling you down, then you may need to go a little bit lighter. It's always good to have a nice medium-sized kettlebell at home, right? Especially when you start getting a little bit more proficient with it and you start moving into complexes where you're not having to muscle around a heavy bell. Okay, we're almost there. A little bit more. Okay, give me 10 more seconds and we're going into a hot potato next. Shout out to Derek for that one. 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right, so we do need to change our grip on the hot potato. So pull the bell up towards your chest and place the bell in your right hand. So you're gonna have handle facing in, just sort of lightly cupping the bell in my right hand. My legs are gonna be hip distance apart. Think of the game you played when you were a kid. You want to get rid of that hot potato, right? So you wouldn't be it. Knees soft. We're just gonna basically push the bell side to side. When we first start, keep it really small. So you're barely leaving one hand to the other. And then you'll notice every time it pushes towards my shoulder, I give my knees just a little bit of a bounce down. Not only does that release the pressure in my spine, but it gives me a little extra ab workout, right? Who doesn't like that? A lot of the bell exercises too help to increase your grip strength, your forearm strength. So really good for your joints. And notice too, we're never stiff when we use the bell in any of the exercises. Everything's very fluid, very smooth. Your heart rate's going up. And you get that nice cardiovascular, nice cardiovascular workout while you're doing strength training. So it's kind of like the best of both worlds. You get a little flexibility as well. So we go into some side bends next. 2 and 1. All right, we're going to put the bell in a classic grip in our left hand. Sorry, I'm mirroring you. All right, so going into our left hand. Here we go. Legs together. Squeeze your legs nice and tight. Take your right fist to your temple, which will do 30 seconds of a side bend on one side, and go over to the other side. In 3, 2, and 1. So side bend over and pull it up. Good squeeze. So if I'm side bending here over to my left, the obliques that are working here are on the opposite side, right? That's what's pulling me up. So you're gonna really feel that pull. And if it gets to be too much with your wrist, your fist, and your temple, you just put your hand down by your side. That's cool too, whatever works. All right, so we have about 5 more seconds. We're going to head over to the other side. 3, 2, and 1. And you can just bring the bell over to the opposite side and get right into it. And squeeze 30 seconds on the side. Don't worry about trying to stretch the bell all the way down to your ankle, right? You're just looking for a side bend. It's like a little stretch and then a squeeze up. All right, so in 10 seconds, we're going to move into an overhead press after our little rest. Get those shoulders super low. 3, 2, and 1. So we're going to do a classic grip with both hands, or horn grip rather. So with the horn grip, take the belt to the top of the chest, and that's where the exercise starts and stops. belly button, you want to keep this up at your shoulder. So if you were doing a military press with dumbbells, you wouldn't lower the dumbbells all the way to your belly button, right? Same thing here. So it's just up and then down. And again, knees are soft, so you can lessen the impact on the spine. Pull your abs in nice and tight. Okay, so we have 30 seconds to go. Breathe through. Use that forced exhalation at the top. And if your palms ever start to get sweaty, please take some time, press pause on the video, dry your hands off before you re-grab. Definitely not a class you want to put lotion on your hands before, right? Embrace that dry skin. 3, 2, and 1. All right, we're gonna go back into that horn grip. I'm gonna give it a little bit of a rest. Alternating curtsy lunges, so it's just what it sounds like. We're gonna hold the bell up at the chest and alternately curtsy lunge. So we're gonna start with our left leg crossing back first. Take the bell up to the chest, tuck your elbows in, right? So you're making a really small space in the upper body, and here we go. So we have 1 full minute, alternating curtsy lunges, side to side, sorry. That was bad direction. And you take the curtsies, kind of that curtsy sweep back as however your hips and knees feel. So some people make it almost like a reverse lunge with a tiny little angle, and other people can go up quite far. Now, you're probably going to feel your biceps here as well, because you're really holding that bell close to your body. And the tighter you grip the handle, the more you're going to work your arm muscles during this one. We do have a complex with the curtsy lunge a little later on. 20 more seconds. And breathe in, breathe out. All right, we are very close. We have this when we have 10 seconds left. Whole body, all right? Total body workout. 3, 2, and 1. All right, we're going to a squat renegade row. So we're going to place the bell in a vertical position right between our feet. We're going to come down on our right forearm for support. So we're going to be alternately squeezing the bell up and switching our supporting arm. So it's one back. The whole time we're in this deep squat, nice flat back. Here we go. So pull it up, bring it down. Whatever arm you want to start with is fine with me. But we're doing this for a full minute. What happens on this one too is as you put the bell down, it starts to get further and further away from you. So try to keep the bell pulling up from between your feet and then landing between your feet as well. Okay, we have 2 more exercises after this one in the single sets. Then we're going to take a little water break and get into our double up sets or our small complexes. So you can really put together a complex of like 10 or 20 kettlebell exercises. We're going to work with 2 today, and there'll be 2 exercises that you'll have already done so that you'll know them. When we put them together, it'll feel nice and smooth. Good, 10 more seconds. You feel this in your legs too. Abs in nice and tight. 5 more seconds. We'll leave the belt on the floor when we're done with this. 3, 2, and 1. So you can just leave the belt on the floor and come up. Give those legs a little shake. All right. We go into high pulls next. So this one's a classic grip. So you can flip the handle of the belt. Overhand grip. Use your legs to pick it up. And then legs can be wider than hip distance. Knees soft. You know, like you're scraping the belt the front side of your body. Here we go. Up and down. Good. So again, knees soft, tailbone tucked. I say that all the time, right? And because we want to make sure the lower back is nice and safe, especially when all of this movement happening in the upper body. And there's minimal rest today too, so stay safe. Pull your abs in. Now, as far as the breathing, it's an exhale on the way up. Inhale down. And down. So if you ever took a Pilates class, you know that forced exhale, right? You know what that feels like, what that sounds like. Good. Under 20 seconds to go. And especially, when you start getting into longer complexes where you're working with the bell continuously for like 10 minutes, the breathing is really important. You don't want to hold your breath with this thing. 3, 2, and 1. All right, put the bell down. Last one here on the single set is the crusher grip crunch. So I'll turn sideways. You stick your thumbs through the bell like bell towards the chest. Legs are hip distance, and we're just going to alternately crunch the knees up, squeezing the bell handle down towards the inside of that thigh. And squeeze. So think of the bell handle going to your inner thigh, right? So we're not going to pull it out to the side. That'd be no good for the back. We're going to stay nice and small here. Nice little standing ab crunch. And you will see these later on. With a nice little Cossack squat added in, maybe. We'll see. I'll start with the side lunge first, see how that feels. Good, 20 more seconds. Water break coming up. Go all the way through. Seven seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right, put the bell down, get a drink. We have 6 of our double up complexes coming up. Whew. Getting warm?
Yes.
All right, good. All right, so before we start, let me show you the first 2 we're putting together. So we're going to do a bicep curl with 2 rotations. Let me show it to you first, and then we'll get right into it. So you're going to grab by the horns, base the bell to your groin. You'll curl up to your chest, hold it there, squeeze, rotate 2 times, come back to center, and release. We have that for a full minute. We're going to rotate over to the right first. All right, so get ready to go. Nice horn grip, base the bell to your groin, knees soft, and here we go. So you're going to curl up, hold it there, twist right, twist left, and release. And then again, curl, right, left. So go at your own pace, please. Keep the bell close to the body on those rotations, and make sure when you're rotating that you're lifting off your opposite heel. So if I rotate over to the right, my left heel lifts, and then vice versa. Good, keep it going. So again, full minute of these. 1 bicep curl, 2 torso rotations. Good, and squeeze. We are not going to miss any muscles today. I promise. Every single muscle is going to get a workout. Up, twist, twist. All right, so coming down to the wire here. We have about 10 seconds left. Arms should be feeling these abs. Roll your butt to squeeze and release. Bring it down. All right, so we're going to go into a curtsy lunge with a high pull next. We're going to focus on one side at a time. So let's start the bell first in the left hand. You're going to take it into a suitcase grip. We're going back-ended, which means I'm going to hold the handle at the back end like I'm pouring some water. I'm going to be taking my left leg back to a curtsy lunge and then adding a high pull. So watch me here for this one. I'm going to come back, center the bell, pull it up, and then stay again on that same side. 3, 2, 1. So we curtsy, center, high pull. And then again, curtsy. So we have 1 full minute on this side, and then 1 full minute on the other side. Good, so curtsy lunge and high pull. And you should be feeling this more in your left shoulder than in your right shoulder. Left shoulder is doing most of the work. Right shoulder gives it a little assistance on the high pull. I love that back-ended suitcase grip, especially on the curtsy, because you can really get down into that glute. 15 more seconds. And up. Good, almost there. 10 seconds. Squeeze. Don't worry, I got the clock. And break. All right, so we're going to go on to the other side. So we have a suitcase grip on our right hand. We're holding at the back end. So I'll turn sideways for you. So again, it's like you're watering the flowers, right? And we're going to take our right leg back, curtsy over, and add that high pull. It's coming right back at you in 4, 3, 2, and 1. So we curtsy over and high pull. Good. And curtsy and high pull. And then just as you're doing this, just really focusing on your breathing. Big inhale in the curtsy, exhale in the high pull. And really try to get into a zone, kind of let go of everything else that's going on in your life right now. Breathe. 30 more seconds. Curtsy and high pulls. 20 seconds. And again, if it gets to be too much in your right shoulder, just get rid of the high pull. Stay with just the classic curtsy, right? All these complexes can be broken down into the single movement exercises. Almost there. Good, heart rate should go there. 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right, let's put the bell down. Give the grip a little bit of a shake and a little wipe off if you need to. Okay, we're going into a halo next with 2 reverse lunges. So grab hold of your bell by the horns, bring it up to the chest, legs are hip distance. We're going to halo to the right and then take 2 reverse lunges. Doesn't matter which leg you start with. Okay, so let's try it. Halo over, stop it at the chest. Just give me 2 reverse lunges. It doesn't matter which leg you're starting with as long as you're doing 2, 1 on each side. And then halo in the opposite direction. So we're going to alternate the halos and just give me 2 lunges. You pick whichever leg you want to start with. Sometimes your body just tells you, like, I want to go with my right leg first, or I want to go with my left leg first. Don't overthink it. Just get those 2 halos and 2 reverse lunges. Good, 30 seconds. You have enough to think about lately, right? Trying to think about too much here, but except for how your body feels this morning or this evening, whenever you're doing the video, where your body changes on a daily basis. So work with it, not against it, right? So in about 10 seconds, we're going to do a really great combo where we sort of combine that pass around exercise into a static lunge. One more halo. All right, so we're going to go into sort of a pass around with the static lunge. Let's start on our right leg first. Our right leg goes forward, left leg goes back on the ball of the foot. You can start the bell from the inside or the outside. It's going to go both ways. What I'm going to do is every time I come down in my static lunge, I'm going to pass the bell from one hand to the other and then come back up. So let's start on the outside so we're all together. All right, so 1 full minute here. Come down and pass, pull up. Now, down and pass, and pull up. Yeah, so you get some balance here, a little core stability. And we're combining the pass around exercise with a nice static lunge. Yeah, breathe through it. And whether you're first starting off with a kettlebell or you've been doing it for a while, it really doesn't matter, right? You can challenge yourself with a very basic kettlebell exercise, whether you've been working with it for 20 years, 10 years, 2, or a week. Up. Good, almost there. Good, breathe through. Got 15 more seconds. I know things are heating up now. Whew. 10 seconds. I love the idea that, using a kettlebell, you don't have to jump around and get your heart rate up. I love jumping around, don't get me wrong. But it's nice sometimes to not have to and still get that really big high calorie burn. All right, let's go to the other legs. Give that one a little shake first. All right, so we have a pass around, static lunge. Left leg forward, ball right back. You're probably going to be breathing heavy. Let's start on the outside. Chest out, belly in nice and tight. We're going on 4, 3, 2, 1. So we go down and pass, up, down and pass, up. Now, we have 2 more complexes after this one. And they're going to be pretty challenging. One of them, the next one we're doing is a goblet squat to a tricep extension. So again, another one that's going to work your whole body. And then we finish with a side lunge crusher grip crunch, which is that's a doozy. All right, so psych yourself up for it. You'll only get 2 more complexes after this one. And this one's over in 30 seconds. I know you were hoping that I would say 10. So one of the fun exercises that we do in class, sometimes from this one, we do like a little basketball pass. It's a really fun alternating lunge with the basketball pass, which is like an extension of the pass under or the pass around. That's a super fun one, especially if you never really played basketball like me. Feel like a rock star on it and shake it out. Ooh, ooh. All right, so we do need to change our grip for this next complex. We're going into reverse bullhorn grip, so I'm going to bring my belly here away from my water bottle so you can see. You're going to take your thumbs, poke them through the bottom base of the handle, grip around the sides, use your leg muscles to kick it up so that now when it comes up, the base of the bell's on my chest. My elbows are in, I switch my grip. So from here, I'm going to do a goblet squat, a press, and a tricep extension. The bell needs to come back to touch my chest before I start the goblet squat again. All right, 3, 2, 1. So we goblet squat, push up, tricep extension, bring it to the chest, and then start again. So make sure that the bell always makes contact with your chest before you go back into the goblet squat. A lot of my safety cues are things that I've done, but I go, oh, I should probably cue that because that didn't feel so hot. Keep it going. Again, you can go at your own pace. Breathing here is our big exhale, exhale down. Anytime basically the bell comes. Good, almost there. More seconds. And time. All right, so crusher grip crunch. We're doing 1 full minute on each side. This is our last one. So let's go back into the crusher grip. So again, thread your thumbs through in that suitcase position. Grab hold of the sides of it, pull it to you, and bring it, hold on to the side just like you did in the hot potato. So we're gonna start with just a side lunge, then we'll add the crunch. So we're gonna side lunge to the right, and then we'll add the crunch. Legs together, over the right we go. Do a little side lunge and step together. So again, we've done an exercise similar to this. We did those reverse lunges. We've definitely done the crusher grip crunch. So keep the elbows in. And next one, I'm going to ask for a little stabilization. So side lunge, tap, crunch. Okay, so try. Side lunge, tap, crunch. Side lunge, tap, crunch. So you've done the crusher grip crunch already. We're just adding a side lunge into it. Now, should you be overly ambitious, you could change the side lunge into a Cossack squat and then a crunch. So Cossack squat is a little lift up. And man, does that up the ante. Well, we got 10 seconds left, so why not push it? Almost there. 5 seconds. And time. Woo! All right, you can bring the bell down if you want. Shake it out a little bit because you know what's going to happen as we're on the other side. And that ends our complex series, and then we're right into core. So hopefully it's going by kind of quick for you. Let's grab hold in that crusher grip, thread through, pull it up, and we'll use your legs to lift. So we'll start first with just the side lunge over to the left to make sure we have stability. So just the side lunge at first, and press back. So make sure your base foot is always facing forward. Right? Let's hang up these a little bit more. One more regular, and then let's add the crunch on this one. So side lunge, tap, crusher grip crunch. Yeah, and you could do adjusted and take rid of the tap, and then just go right into the crunch. I'm gonna keep the tap. But again, if you have like a rock star side and you wanna go right into that crunch, it's fine with me. All right, so if you're feeling good, start to add, prepare that Cossack squat. Over and up. So Cossack squats. Tendency on the upper body to lean forward. Try to keep it up. And we're adding that crunch. Ooh, let's get one more. Come on, we got it. And crunch. Ooh, all right, bell goes down. Ooh, calm down to the floor. Take a drink. We're headed to a core round. All right, so 5 exercises in the core round. 3 of them are going to be in some sort of a plank